Okay, so June 21st, the day before, I was working and I didn't really film anything. But after work, I got home and I like packed my bag for the next day, and I felt like I wanted to scream with excitement, but obviously I couldn't. And it was just, oh my god. All I kept thinking was, oh my god, I've been waiting like 3 years or something for something like this to come around. Oh my god. But it was just such a surreal moment. The next day was obviously the day of the show, June 22nd, and oh my god, we were travelling up to Cardiff early afternoonish, and I slept most of the journey, to be fair. But the whole time it was like, oh my god, oh my god. I was so excited, it was unreal. And oh my god, the most amazing thing happened when we got there. We were walking around Cardiff for a bit, as you do, and we went for a Costa, and my boyfriend's parents were with us, and his dad was outside, and he looked up and seen these 3 boys sitting on the balcony, or standing on a balcony, and it wasn't until someone went past and said, oh my god, that's Tommyinnit. He then ran in to come and get us, and then I ran out, I looked up, and he just went, hello, and I was like, oh my god. I just like, here's a photo of it, but like, oh my god, I wish I would have videoed that, because that was one of the greatest. We sat on this like ledge, I don't really know what to call it, opposite stage door where the balcony was, and then every now and again he'd like pop his head out the window, go hi, and it was very yeah, I was proper shaking. I was like, oh my god. So after we had food and all that, I had this like mozzarella flatbread thing, it was really nice, and a caramel frappuccino, spot on. So we went into the show thing. Okay, that's food. We don't need any, so let's just keep going. Oh my god. I'm like really freaking nervous for some reason. 3.
Which one was in?
6. 46 this way. Oh, there's Tommyinnit t-shirts over there. Dude, there's merchandise over there.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah, there was merchandise there. There was this little stall, and they were selling jumpers, t-shirts, hats, and they were selling posters. I was going to get one, but they'd sold out. But my boyfriend got a hat, and it had like Tommyinnit Live on it, or whatever. And I got this t-shirt. Well, he bought me it. How to be a billionaire. Learn from the best in the biz. And then at the bottom, it says, because that's all we really want, isn't it? Money. It's amazing. And then at the back, it's got all the tour dates and some cool little graphics at the bottom. I'm really happy with this t-shirt. I love it so much. It's so comfortable. The only thing I would say about it is, if you have bought one of these, maybe do a hand wash on it or turn it inside out before you put it in the washing machine, because the graphics, it feels a bit weird, like it's gonna peel off. So we're around the corner.
alright.
At the tippy toe. We sat down in our seats, our seats were right up at the top of the hall, I want to say, and it was quite good. We had this little ledge in front of us that we could like lean on. It was good. The atmosphere in that crowd is something I have never experienced before. It's like these songs were playing in the background and then everyone was just singing along to them. It was so amazing to be with all these people and think, oh my goodness, I don't feel like the odd one out, like I usually do. Then, about 30 minutes after we'd sat down, the show started. And let me tell you, I screamed like anything. Sound warning. I'm telling you now, sound warning. You might want to turn your volume down a little bit. Yes, that scream you just heard was me. And there was a lot more screaming.
Any parents in the crowd? Yeah! You can still get out of here, you sons of bad influence. Stay equipped with the knowledge and wisdom it takes to be a billionaire YouTuber yourself. What? He's so generous and kind and sexy to make time for you, specifically. And even if you're a 40-year-old parent in the audience, let's hear it. Life. Okay, so, without further ado, I now present the one, the legendary, the sexy, the light, the fun, the hot, the colors,
And more screaming. Oh my god! And twice as much screaming when he came out on stage. Let me tell you that at this specific moment, my legs were shaking. I was shaking. My whole body was shaking. I have never experienced a feeling like that, and it is... I don't want to say the word surreal again because I've said it so many times in this video already, but it truly was. I've never ever seen like someone as popular or as famous as Tommyinnit before in my life, so this was like once in a lifetime thing for me. So oh my god, it was just it was amazing. The whole first half of the show, it was absolutely brilliant. He explained parts of his childhood. I'm not gonna spoil it or anything because he might put out another video, but there was an incident with the bucket, and I did sort of a similar thing in my childhood, except it was with a basket and I had it stuck on my chin. Basically what happened, he put a bucket on and spun and stuff happened. I put a basket on my head, lodged the handle down, and it got stuck on my head. What else was there? There was a puppet show. Was this in the first half? I think, yes, it was in the first half. There was a puppet show, and there was Phil as a puppet, Kristen as a puppet, Wilbur as a puppet, Fundy as a puppet, and Nikki as a puppet. I forgot then, but oh my god, I love puppets. So I was really, really happy with this. And the song that they had for the puppets was stuck in my head by the end of it. Now that is all I will say about the first half, because I don't want to spoil it for anyone, but I will say the characters were absolutely amazing. Jack Manifold as Tommy's dad is spot on. He does a very good accent. And Freddie as Bidder was very wholesome. I loved it. Bidder was my favourite. What are your thoughts on the show so far?
Very, very good.
It just got very, very dark. Who's your favourite character?
Tommy.
Mine is Binda.
Binda.
And Ian Simons, he's good. And Dad. And the Dad.
Dad's
No, it's Dad Manifold.
Dad Manifold.
The second half of the show, it was a little bit dark for the first bit, but then it was really good. It was basically about how, I don't really want to spoil it, but Tommy's already voiced it in video, so it's about the time he nearly quit YouTube, and the way he was like portraying it was very like, was raw, and it was him basically expressing how he felt, and it was very like, oh my god, this dude's been through a lot and we hardly even knew anything. But the only thing that I will say that really, really annoyed me about Cardiff is whenever emotional scene was going on, people would be shouting, "You alright?" and like heckle a little bit, which I found a bit disrespectful, but oh well. But yeah, anyway, thing finished and everyone did their bows and all that, everyone cheered, and then there was like end credit scene, if you'd like, Bidder in the attic. Brilliant, I loved it. After we came out of St. David's Hall, where the show was, we kind of lingered a bit, because, well, that's what happens after a show. People come out and they come and meet their fans. But we waited right at the front doors. We didn't think they'd be where the stage door for whatever reason. But then we seen this like massive queue forming and we were like, oh, that's where we're supposed to be. I was very, very out of my comfort zone. I do not like large crowds, but I kind of felt at home in a way, because these were like people that were exactly like me in a way, and I felt a bit like, I don't need to be scared. But like on the outside I thought I was seemed fine, but on the inside I was like, oh my god, there's so many people, what's happening? But there was this really, really sweet moment. We were waiting for Tommy, Jack and Freddie, and we looked up. Tommy came out onto the balcony bit and he started recording us. So yeah, look out for the next Tommyinnit video. I might be in it, which is mad. And we were freaking screaming. And he was like, "Are we down in a minute?" And we were like, "Yeah, okay." And then like 5 minutes later, the crowd just kind of broke out into song. Yeah, we just all kind of broke out singing a bunch of Lovejoy songs, and in the last clip we were singing Sex Sells by Lovejoy, and it was just like a really surreal moment. I hate how much I've said surreal in this video, but it was so surreal. I'd never experienced anything like that. And then they all came out onto the balcony again, and they said that they couldn't come down for whatever reason. The crowd was a bit too loud, so I couldn't really hear anything. But at one point Freddie did say, "Let the man speak," because Tommy was trying to say why they couldn't come down, and everyone just kept screaming for them to come down, and it was like, yeah, but they all like apologised and it was fine. I didn't mind because I kind of said hello to them earlier, so it was a bit like, yeah, but I was a little bit disappointed, but oh well. So now that we're at the end of the video, I want to like sum up a few things first. Was it worth it? 100%. I would definitely do something like this again. Usually some people come from YouTube events and think that wasn't worth it, but this one was 100% worth it, and I would definitely do it again. Did I have anything I want to change about it? Yes. I would have liked it if people stopped the heckling, for God's sakes. Because when they were going like, "You okay?" it was very hard not to laugh, and I felt terrible for laughing because it was such a serious scene. And would I recommend it to people? Yes. If another event that one of your favourite creators is doing pops up, I would 100% recommend checking it out and seeing if you can go. Because it is once in a lifetime experience. And there's one blooper from this entire video I thought it was funny and I wanted to keep it in, so I'm going to play that next. That was it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did enjoy, please consider subscribing. It is completely free of charge and you will absolutely not regret it. I apologise for stopping weekly uploads for a few months, I think it was. I got incredibly busy and I've just finished college, so I won't be as busy anymore. So I'm going to try and upload at least monthly. And I will start streaming again, hopefully every Monday or every other Monday. Make sure to follow the Instagram so you know what times I'm streaming, when I'm streaming, because I announce on there when I'm going live. And whenever I've uploaded a YouTube, the link for that will be in the description below. And I will see you next time. Bye.